Not. In any event, great reporting. Thank you, sir. We'll talk to you soon. For more, we want to bring in Congressman Peter King. He's a member of the Homeland Security Committee and chairman of the subcommittee on terrorism. Congressman, great to see you. Your thoughts now on this issue, because apparently we just saw a letter from Congressman Frank Wolf to Secretary Kerry dated March 1st saying, I'm hearing that there are several wounded American personnel who were injured in that attack, that they're at Walter Reed. Is it true? I'd like to visit with them. We want to substantiate these reports. He said earlier that he's received no response, and yet you got the Secretary of State telling our own James Rosen, I went and visited with him.
Yeah, this is all part of the problem, Megan, that since this started back on September 11th, we've gotten almost no straight answers on any issue at all involving Benghazi. Now, Frank Wolf is one of the most respected members of Congress. He said he's heard there's 7 that are out there. John Kerry has acknowledged they're one, that there's one out. There's been one victim that's been at Walter Reed. I know I've spoken to people on the Intelligence Committee staff. They're not certain that there's more than the one. They believe there is only the one, but we don't know. That's why, again,
you don't know? I mean, why don't we know? I mean, Wolf is complaining that neither the State Department nor the Defense Department is giving him any information on just numbers of survivors of the Benghazi terror attack.
Well, that is part of the problem. They've not gotten back to people like Frank Wolf. Now, again, the Intelligence Committee staff has told me that they believe there's only one, that one that Secretary Kerry spoke to is the only one. But again, the reason we have all this confusion is the administration is so reluctant to give out information. And you have someone like Frank Wolf, who is very respected, very honorable, and he believes, or he has good evidence, that there's more than the one, and there's no reason why the Defense Department can't come forward. So I fully support Frank Wolf in his efforts to get to the bottom of this, and also to Mike Rogers in the Intelligence Committee. He, I understand, only believes there's the one. But again, I keep going back to this from day one. Going back to September 11th, there's been story after story, there's been obfuscation after obfuscation, and they just refuse to come out with what all the facts are, and that's why we have so much confusion, and that's really unfair. In addition to everything else, it's unfair to the men and women who put their lives on the line at Benghazi.
It's been 6 months since the attacks.
Right.
We don't have anybody in custody. We haven't captured or killed anybody in response. It was a terrorist attack on our country, on U.S. soil when you attack a consulate. Took the life of our ambassador. However, the administration, Congressman King, says it's tough to investigate crimes in Libya, where, you know, it's tough to track down witnesses. You've got these competing militias who aren't exactly on our side. So, I mean, it's easy to sort of say, go faster from here in New York, but different over there.
Well, this is going to be tough because Libya, Egypt, Tunisia, they're not cooperating with us at all. If they are, it's very slight. If you recall, the president, the morning after, on September 12th, he said they were going to bring these people to justice as quickly as possible. Then he went off campaigning. It just appears as if this administration is not focusing the way it should. And again, when you're involved in so many different, I can only call them cover-ups, over the last 6 months, I think these things are bound to happen. And I think we should be being more aggressive as far as going after these people who, and I'm sure we have to have some idea who did it. I can't go any further than that, but I think we should be much more aggressive in going after them, and we should be putting a lot more pressure. Like when we say, for instance, that the Libyan government won't cooperate with us. Well, the Libyan government exists primarily because of the U.S., both in what we did to get rid of Gaddafi, but also in the aid and assistance we've given them since, and the support we provide. So we have to use our diplomacy and our might a lot stronger than we are right now, make these countries cooperate and make their local officials cooperate, and not just stand back and say, well, we're doing the best we can.
Yeah. Congressman Pete King, thanks so much for being here.
Megan, thank you as always. Thank you.